every day we wake up with two things, a chance and a choice. Let's unpack a few of those things here on today's segment. Choice A. Choices to stand for what you believe is very important. But we should remember, everyone has an opinion or belief in which they stand for and how they stand on that opinion. But that doesn't mean you turn a deaf ear to other people's belief or opinions or how firmly they stand on those opinions. Keep your ears open and learn when knowledge is given, every advice is not to tear you down, but it's there to build you up. Some things do get lost in translation. B, choice to do the right thing by others. Now, this one a lot of people struggle with, because when someone feels that they've been wronged, our first human instinct is to seek retribution, justice, or get back. Sometimes we must sit and think, how can we right that wrong? How can we apologize and show empathy to a person that's not willing to really listen and open their ears to fix the problem? Sometimes communication is a big, big key. And like I said, sometimes communications get lost in translation. C, choices to do wrong to others when you feel wronged by them. This is deep. This is very deep, because every one of us has retribution in our heart at some point. But seeking retribution for wrong that you think was done to you and you getting that get back, that only stunts your growth. Yeah, it's hard and we need to practice. And no, I'm not saying turn the other cheek and all that. But what I am saying is be humble. Be humble. Let the Creator, the universe laws of karma, which is the cause and effect, work its divine harmony. I'm keeping it 100. I have a problem with it. I'm working on it. I'm only human. I am an alpha wolf, and sometimes I do show my teeth. Choice D. Choices for peace in your life. This for people comes in different ways, different effects for a lot of people. Some people love to be on the outdoors in the quiet time and the stillness. That bring them peace. Some people love to stay home by themselves, reading a book and finding that great peace. Some people like Alpha like a glass of brandy when I'm sitting down and relaxing. That brings me peace. Peace we need to stay stress-free and healthy. Peace to keep the negative energy out of our lives as much as we can. Remember, peace is within that shines outward. I gave that one to y'all for free as well. E, choices of religion. Choices of religion. Now that's totally opinionated. So I'm going to share my opinion with y'all. So follow me, stay with me. I believe people choose a religion to search for a meaningful purpose. And it also could be cultural family traditions with a sense of ethic and moral guidance. For example, when people pray or meditate and it is present in a particular religion, we should respect that religion. We should respect someone's religion, even if the viewpoints are not what we stand on. Studies indicate, y'all, that 40 to 50% of religious faith is linked through genetic factors and inherited faith through family environment. Through family environment. So when you went to church every Sunday with your mom, and now when you got older, this is the faith and the religion you believe in, then that's what they mean by that, inherited faith. We'll get to that at another time, because that's going down the rabbit hole. We don't want to deal with that right now. Thank you, y'all, for stopping in. Thank you. Thank you. All I'm saying is we need to be a good steward of that religion. And stewardship of a religion means to choose to be a positive example rather than a negative, loud one. We have the choice in that stewardship to create a safe space, a welcoming space. And in doing so, encourage dialogue instead of division. Understanding that questioning those questions in that religion is part of growth. F, freedom to choose and the consequences of it. Freedom is one of the greatest gifts we possess, but it's also one of the most misunderstood. Many people celebrate the ability to choose without fully acknowledging that every choice carries weight. It's a movement or a direction. It causes a ripple effect. Freedom isn't just the ability to say yes or no. It's a responsibility to understand what or how these decisions shape our lives and the lives of others. When we make a choice, we're not selecting an action in the movement, we're planting a seed. Some seeds grow into opportunities, growth, and peace, while others grow into challenges, regrets, lessons that we didn't expect. The beauty and the burden of freedom is that we rarely get to choose the consequences, only the actions that lead up to them. So I'm going to leave y'all with this. Every choice plants a seed that grows until tomorrow. So, excuse me for that. So these are the things and choices that we have to make and moving forward to better our lives, and the lives of others. That's all I'm trying to say. And that's just my opinion on it. You know what I mean? Right now, I'm going to get into some of these call-ins because we got some call-ins that came in from our private chat, so I want to get into some of those. But before I do that, I want to let y'all know the phone lines is open. Give me a call if you want to chat with me. The number is 347-903-5664. Once again, phone lines is open. We got Respecs, man in the phones, man in the board. So if you want to call in, the number is 347-903-5664. That's what it is. That's what it is. Yeah, get a little tongue twisted there. But I'm gonna I want to read some of these questions. This one is from Pam Thompson. And her question is, Alpha Moon, do you think people misunderstand freedom because they focus on choices itself rather than the ripple effect that follows? Well, Ms. Pam, that's a good question. I really do believe that it's misunderstood. And the reason why I say that is like what's going on in the world today. Not respecting people's opinions or their ethnic backgrounds. So yeah, because they feel that their freedoms can supersede anyone else's. And we have to be equal in that because we want that. So we should give that back. So I think that's a good question, man. Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Pam, for calling in. Another one I have is, who is this? This is James. And James says, AK Alpha Moon, how can someone learn to recognize when they're planting a seed that will grow into regret versus seeds that will grow into peace and opportunity? Another good one right here. They hit me with this, man. Y'all hit me with this. And to James, I want to say self-reflection. That person that's planting that seed that will grow and be watered by empathy and stuff like that. Well, not stuff like that, but what that grows like that. They have to have self-reflection. They have to remember that everything has consequences to it. So plant them seeds, you know what I'm saying? And hopefully with the right water, knowledge, and all of these different things that makes us who we are as good people, will yield some good fruit, man. So that's a good question there, man. That's a real good question. This one is the last one. And this one is from Dawn. Don't know if it's a male, female, just says Dawn. It says, AK Moon, what advice would you give someone who feels overwhelmed by the weight of their past choices and is struggling to believe they can plant a better seed moving forward? Well, to Dawn, we went over this. And like I said earlier, I'll reiterate it now. Every day we wake up with two things, a chance and a choice. And if those past regrets or feelings make you feel bad, Don, or whoever, plant a new seed from that point on. And again, hopefully it will yield good fruit. You know, it's like when a parent is raising a child and they're giving them all good responsibilities and guidance and stuff. They don't know which way that child is going to go, but they hope that that child stays on that path of the things that they were taught and their ethics and their beliefs. So that was the seed being planted by the parent, yielding a good growth, a good harvest. If you want to look at it, we're looking at it as in seeds. So when that child gets older and becomes a woman or becomes a man, they can go back to those values and they can instill it into the people that's in their lives. That's what I got to say tonight. Once again, the phone lines is open. If you want to call in 903-5664. I'll give you a few minutes to call in. If you want to call in, call in. But I want to talk to you tomorrow. Food for thought. We drop in a food for thought exclusive. Y'all got to tune in. It's Black History Month, and we digging deep in it. Y'all probably seen some of the flyers and stuff that's on social media and stuff like that. Stuff like that again. So check it out. It's going to be real good. We dropping an exclusive. I can't tell y'all what it is because last time I told y'all a little secret that I got from Red Specs, I told y'all on social media, he found out and it wasn't pretty. You know how he is meticulous about everything. So check us out tomorrow. It's going to be good. I want to thank everybody for stopping in. All the callers, all the viewers, I want to thank y'all for stopping in. I want to thank Red Specs, my salute, for helping me out doing this podcast here. Everybody was asking for Alpha Moon. I'm here. Hopefully we'll keep moving forward with this. And until next week or tomorrow, take care. Peace.